Hey everybody, this is your boy from LNS Outdoors coming at you with this here video. Stay hydrated. Okay folks, today's video gonna be a little bit of a different video. Today's video is gonna be on how to make the most out of your trapping. How to get the most back out of your investment. Because you figure you buy your traps, trapping accessories, trapping license, and regardless if you make your own bait and lures or you buy your own bait and lures, there's expense in that. And you gotta have stretchers and fur put up equipment, deep freezers to stir your fur in, power to run that, gas going back and forth to check traps. To start out with, we're going to say you're going to have probably $1,000 tied up starting. Just buying the essentials. Maybe just a touch more than 1,000, but we're just going to say we're spending $1,000 to start with. So there's $1,000 right off the get-go you got tied up. Okay. Now you're going to dye and wax your traps and make your bait and lures, or go buy them, whatever. Now the first day of season, you're going to go set your traps, you're going to go check your traps. Okay. Ways to make money on the trap line. If you're trapping out of your vehicle, you can pick up beer cans, pop cans, any scrap copper you find laying around. You can scavenge and make a little money that way. I mean, you know, 50 cents, $1 here and there helps. Okay, now you got fur. Now we're talking best ways to make your money trapping. Number one is you're going to skin your fur. Well, no, let's not even start there. Let's start number one. You have your animal. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can go about this. Some states, there is what they call a live market. Most of the time, they buy foxes and coyotes. That is to train dogs, but you usually have to have a license to sell to these live markets. But I mean, that's one revenue for making extra money, because it's going to bring more than a fur bring. Then you have bounties. Some states, or some counties, like where I live, has bounties on female coyotes. Some counties in Virginia has bounties on females and males. Here it's $50 for a female coyote. I mean, that's pretty good money. Okay, now some fur buyers will buy whole frozen animals to sell to taxidermists. And you can sell whole frozen animals to taxidermists. That's one way. Usually a taxidermist is going to want an exceptionally large animal. They're going to want an off-colored animal or an extremely well-furred out animal. Your taxidermist is more likely going to want. And you can just call around and talk to some taxidermists and see what they're wanting. Okay, now you can skin it and sell it two different ways. You can sell it what they call green or cased. Okay, green means you just skin it, roll it up, put it in a bag, put it in the freezer, and you take it and sell it green. You don't flesh it or nothing. Cased means you skin it around the bum and out to his back feet. You pull him down like a sock. You flesh him really well. You put him on a stretcher and you dry it. Now, if you don't want to dry your animals, green is a good way to sell them, but it doesn't pay as much. You're looking at probably a quarter of what a dried animal will bring. Just on normal, a quarter of what a dried animal will bring. Okay, now you can skin an animal to sell to taxidermists, and they'll buy them like that, but you gotta leave their feet on them, the ears, and I mean, they gotta be pristine. Another way to make extra money is to skin your animal and tan it yourself, or send it off and have it tanned and sell it tanned at rendezvous and fur sales, yard sales, craft sales, because certain people buys them tanned to make stuff with, or wall hangers. And personally, I tanned some hides and sold them one year, and I done way better. I tanned the coyote, and I sold the coyote for $75, and it wasn't a good colored coyote, but the guy wanted it to hang on his wall. And then I tanned the bobcat and sold it for, I think I got 75 out of it, and they was only bringing 25, 30 at the sale. So, I mean, I got a little more money out of it. And another way to make money is sometimes some states, I think Louisiana and Mississippi does this, they'll buy the carcasses off of like coons and stuff, and they sell it in the stores. I'm not sure every state does that, but you can check around and see if there's any stores that is willing to sell it. Another income is on a raccoon. Don't know if a lot of you know this, a raccoon penis has a bone in it. A lot of people keeps the penis and cleans the bone up like you would a skull, and they call it a West Virginia toothpick. And they make necklaces out of the bone. They make trinkets to hang from your ceiling fan. They make trinkets to hang from your rearview mirror out of the coon bone. That's another way you can make money. And another way you can make money is to save the glands out of the animals. Like muskrat glands, I've seen them bring $100 a gallon. I'm sure they're more than that now. Skunk essence, I've sold it for $20 an ounce. And skunk essence is really easy to get. You take a big 30cc syringe, and on each side of his butthole, he's got two, looks like balls under the skin. You just stick a needle in there and pull it out. Put it in a glass bottle. Beaver castor and oil glands out of a beaver bring good money. Mink glands, muskrat glands is good money. Bobcat, fox, and coyote sell pretty good too. So, I mean, there's another revenue to make a little extra money. Sell the glands out of the animals. Or keep the glands yourself and make your own gland lures, which is really easy and simple. And I will do a video on that if I catch enough this year to make an ounce or two of lure. Another way to make money is to sell the meat to trappers. Will buy it to make bait out of. Some trap supply dealers buy it and make bait out of. Some bait companies will buy them and make bait out of. And then you have like beaver and muskrat and bobcat. Some dog breeders will buy it to make dog food. Like sled dogs and stuff I've seen. They feed them muskrats and stuff, beavers. And don't forget, bobcat meat is really good to eat. Muskrat meat's good to eat. And beaver meat is really good to eat. I've eaten beaver personally. Beaver meat is really good. It tastes like beef. Me and DL Custom Knives, DJ, he was in that first night that we set traps, and I caught that big bobcat. We was going to eat it, but we left the carcass hanging under the porch thinking it was going to be cool enough to keep the meat, but it wasn't. So we just made bait out of it. But bobcat meat is like pork. It's a white meat when you cook it. Muskrat meat, I haven't tried it, but I've got friends that swears by it, says it's good. Oh, and otter glands. Otter glands sell real good. But most of the time for making bait, you're going to want skunk meat, skunk fat, beaver meat and beaver fat, bobcat meat, and muskrat meat is the ones most generally used. But Katz Brothers has a bait. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe Gold Label or something. I can't remember, but it's made out of fox meat. Never tried it. Read about it and thought that was cool if they use fox meat. But another way to make money, if you got a fur that is rubbed real bad and it ain't got no value to it, you can cut the tail off and debone it. And a lot of people buys tan tails. Put them on keychains, their antennas, hang them on the wall, all kinds of stuff. And another real good way to make money trapping is to save the skulls and clean them, or have somebody clean them. You can make real good money selling the European skulls, as they're called. Which, as you can see right there, I've got a bunch of Europeans. You can't see them all. That whole wall's full of them. But skulls sell good. And bobcat claws sells. Trying to think. Oh, and you can cut into their stomachs. And if they haven't urinated, you can cut the bladder off, but hold it, cut it off above the bladder, drain that in bottles, and then you got your own fresh urine. That's a way to save money, and you can sell urine too. This one is kind of more, I don't know what I guess nuisance. You can make money catching groundhogs and skunks and coyotes and coons and stuff for people that's having them bother them as a nuisance. Some places you may have to have a nuisance trapping license, others not. I don't know, but you can always check into that. That's a good way to make money. Well, let's see. Let me think if there's anything else I can point out on ways to make more profit off of your trapping. That's all I can think for off the top of my head, but those are some really great ways to expand your profit margin from trapping. I don't know if I've ever made any profit trapping. I usually just do it for the fun of it. Yeah, that's about all I can think of right now. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of long, with just me talking, 13 minutes. But that's the highlights on how you can make a little extra money trapping. If you all can think of anything that I left off, be sure to comment below and let me know what it is. That way, if anybody else is watching this video, they can look at the comments and may pick up on something that I didn't drop, like it was hot. But if y'all don't mind, hit that thumbs up. That helps us in the algorithm. And leave us a comment. That helps us in the algorithm. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I think I'm at 926 subs. 926. I'm gained a few. And I want to say, appreciate all you new subscribers. We love each and every one of y'all. God bless y'all. Today's Sunday, so I would say I hope y'all have a great weekend, but I hope you all have a great and safe week. Thank y'all for watching.